guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. Today we're showcasing a team of Shadow Salamence, Shadow Quagsire, and Quagsire. We've already done Salamence, but I'm actually going to title this with the Shadow Quag because this Pokemon has been putting in work lately on the regional circuit. Maybe we could do some videos breaking down how well it's been doing in big tournaments, but my friend Ricardo has actually won 2 tournaments this season with Shadow Quagsire, and I think it has potentially overtaken things like Shadow Swampert and others as the best Mudboi, or Shadow Whiscash as well. People refer to those ground-water dual types as Mudboys, and I think Shadow Quag might be asserting itself as the best Mudboi in PvP. And oh my gosh, okay, Shadow Salamence is gonna go for the outrage here. Is this gonna land? Oh my gosh, nearly one-shots the Lickitung. That is insane. In the last Salamence video, we did not see an outrage land. That is outrageous damage. There is a Spark Charger Bug on my screen. Theoretically, might want to swap out into but actually, no, this makes sense as well. Get off the fly, coming with Quagsire. Quagsire just completely walls the Charger Bug, especially if they're not running Crunch. Okay, comes in with Quag. I don't know if I understand this. Because X-Scissor does kind of hurt Quagsire, but Quagsire just completely walls the energy off from the Charger Bug. So I'm not understanding the play here, but going to go for the Aqua Tail. This will put Charge Bug very low, goes for the double Aqua Tail, and is going to save the Clod. I'm already forgetting what the first Pokemon was. Swaps in. Charge Bug can do nothing here. Annihilate, okay. So I guess felt like, maybe the only logic I can see there is they felt like Quagsire was the better answer to Annihilate. But, like one other thing you could do, right, is you could come in with Quagsire against Charge Bug, wall the energy. They're forced to swap Annihilate, but then you just stay in if you want. So, the trainer's name is a little bit inappropriate, so I'm going to have to spend some extra time editing in the future. If you guys have a name that is maybe a little bit not PG-13, maybe edit it out, please. Save editor Chris some time. But Aerial Ace coming through. Going to grab a shield from the Salamence. Salamence going to go for the fly here. This would obviously knock out, so we'll likely grab a shield from the Gligar. Yep, grabs the shield and throws on alignment. Gets the Dragon Tail through. Going to put up one more shield and go for the farm down. And hopefully you can get the shield back. Oh, baby. Can we reach the outrage? Going to pivot. I don't mind that play. I don't mind that. Going to pivot into Quagsire, and is running the Poison Sting, actually. So his trainer make sure we're putting in the right move sets in our battle submissions. Is Rise being passive aggressive in this video with the submission artist? Gonna blur out the name. Wrong moveset submission. It's all good in the hood. I appreciate it anyway. The cool submission. Quagsire going to go for the Stone Edge here. Power Punch will probably KO from this low of health. Oh, Thunder Punch, actually. Okay, Thunder Punch has the fly banked on Salamence. This will destroy the remaining health of the Scrafty. Bye-bye, Scrafty. And now Quag is going to have a grand old time here against Lantern. 2 Surfs, though, will threaten to knock out. So, depending on how much energy Lantern has, this could be a little bit scary. But as you see, with the Spark nerf, maybe not so much. The Sparks are not doing anything anymore. Spark was a pretty solid move. It wasn't like anything busted, I would say, as a move. But I think the fact that it was on Lantern, which just is so strong with Surf, Thunderbolt. I think the fact that, like, Lantern had Spark as a solid move made them want to nerf it. It's kind of the same thing as, like, people were talking about nerfing Sandsear Storm on Landorus, like it was too busted, but it's really the combination of it. It's like the fact that it's stab with Mud Shot and gets there in 5 every time, because Sandsear Storm itself is actually just Icy Wind as a ground move, and I don't think Icy Wind we really consider as like a busted move. But Quagsire here against the shiny Azumarill. Ice Beam connects. And they're going to swap in Dragalge. Uh-oh. Going to bait the Stone Edge. Okay, interesting. Going to bait the Stone Edge. Grabs the shield. Nice bait. Are we going to see a shield come up? Yep. To get off the Earthquake here. Unfortunately, if they shield it, it looks like they will be able to farm down. Throws after 3. You want to throw after 4 there for proper timing. Quagsire. Oh my goodness. Goodness connects. And now, yeah, you wonder if we threw on proper timing there, I wonder if we would have gotten the full KO with the extra fast moves. I think Dragalge would have lived 1 more Poison Sting anyway. Gonna get off the fly here, and you can freely dip out. So I'd like to see the fly, the immediate pivot into the Quag. No, okay, gonna allow the Azumarill to throw the move, and gonna actually shield, okay. Gonna shield the Ice Beam. In comes Quagsire. This is amazing. This is amazing. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we not just going into Quag? What are we doing here? I don't know. But Quag now is going to fire off the Aqua Tail, and this trainer, I think we can tell, maybe not like as like obviously there's some things they could be doing differently here, like knowing the counts on Quagsire, right? Instead of just over farming to 5, since Cloud's gonna get there in 7 or 14 turns, we went to 15 turns, so had to throw the fly either immediately or had to save it for later. By doing 5 there, and it's kind of a no reason over farm, right? Over farming for no reason, just giving your opponent an opportunity to knock out the Salamence without getting anything in return. But it happens, and that's a good example of why knowing your counts can be ever so important. Next battle, here we go. Hero. All right, Typhlosion. This is pretty good. The Dragon Tails are going to do so much damage. Oh my gosh, dude. It looks like they're super effective. It does so much. And you simply just shield once, farm all the way down. That's crazy. Incinerate's resisted. Blast Burn. Going to grab that shield. And what's going to come in against Salamence? They're thinking. Okay, Ampharos comes in. There's after 2. I would have liked to see the fly here, because I feel like Ampharos almost has to shield anything. It's so glassy. But I don't hate the play. And then you swap in Claude. Yeah, this is fine. Especially because if they're running Trailblaze, you might not want to swap in Quag. And they are running Trailblaze. So, yeah, just go straight into Claude. And they're staying in. So, they must be double weak to ground in the back. Yikes, dude. Poor opponent. They are in a rough-looking spot if they're staying in this matchup. Going for a brutal swing. After the Trailblaze attack buff, does some nice damage, and we see a nice catch, beautiful catch by the opponent on Trev, and all of a sudden, this looks a little bit scary, but you still have the shield to hide behind, so I think you're chilling. Stone Edge coming through. This will nearly knock out the Trevenant, and Stone Edge does actually knock out. Was that like an under-leveled Trev? No, I think 1488. That seemed like it did more than I would think, especially the Earthquake as well, so that was probably like a very poor rank Trevenant. And some lag. Hopefully this game ends in a win, because it looked like this trainer had it. Lagging out. This is stressful. This is stressful to watch. This is not appealing to watch. Quagsire, get off the Aqua Tail, bro. I'm gonna fast forward at this point. Scroll ahead. Dang. Might have ended up losing that one. But here we are in the next one. Salamence into Talonflame. Catches the move on Claude. I don't mind this play. It's probably a fly, right? So, neutral damage. And lures out Annihilate. This is pretty good, because this is where you'd rather see the Annihilate on your Quagsire that can resist the counter damage. And they actually go straight for Night Slash. So the opponent not building up the Shadow Ball, not threatening a potential Shadow Ball there. Just going straight Night Slash. Earthquake grabs the shield. And I think you live another Night Slash. Question is, do you still get to an Earthquake? Oh, gonna shield it. Okay. I don't love the shield there, because I feel like you kind of want to save it at this point. But, oh, I like the aggressive swap. Gets the farm down. Very nice. Oh, no. Carbink, one of the worst possible matchups for Salamence, but Quagsire still super healthy and they shield. I don't know what they were shielding. I don't even know if Salamence has anything that can threaten a Carbink, personally. Yeah, let me PV poke here on the side. I want to say it learns like Fire Blast, but I could be totally making that up. Salamence. Fly, Outrage, Draco Meteor, Hydro Pump. Okay. Let's give the opponent some credit. They know their Salamence moves. They know that it does run or does have access to Hydro Pump. And they didn't want to end up on someone's YouTube video. Unfortunately, they're on the YouTube video anyway. And that is a G to the G. Next opponent. We're going to see Salamence into a Greninja. The Ninja. And these Dragon Tails do so much. Greninja. Is it even going to reach a second Night Slash is the question. I think it's one away, right? It's 3, then 2. They pivot out. In comes Talon. And you swap in Quag. And Quag is just so spammy. Gets off the Aqua Tail so fast. This will threaten to knock out the Talonflame. Oh, not quite. Nice recognition by the opponent that they can actually survive the Aqua Tail. And luckily it's just a fly. It's not a Brave Bird, so can take it and get the farm down. Quag. Beasting and feasting. In comes Toxicroak. What the heck? Toxicroak you don't see too much these days. Toxicroak's going to shield the Aqua Tail. Get the full counter down. And what do we do here? Coming with Salamence. Okay, Fly. Coming down from the sky. Fly's going to grab that shield from Tox. And gonna throw a charge attack here. It's just a Mud Bomb. But safe play, right? Just to get off the next Fly. This will knock out Toxicroak. You still have a fully healthy Clodsire in the back for Greninja. Greninja would have had to throw at like super low health. There's no way it would be able to knock out the Clodsire as well. G to the G. And on to the next one. Next trainer's name is Shane. Salamence into Gligar. Non-Shadow. And the unfortunate thing with Salamence is it's so... Okay, actually going to take the Aerial Ace barely from a non-Shadow Gligar. Throws after one. I like this play because you're either going to guarantee yourself switch advantage or shield advantage. And I like the pivot as well. You're going to go down anyway. You've got two similar Pokemon in the back. Might as well pivot. And now Quag spamming off the Aqua Tail. Knocks out Gligar. You're up a shield. Uh-oh. Jump Love. That's not great. But this is why Quag is a little bit more versatile than something like a Swampert or a Whiscash. Has the access to this Stone Edge for some coverage against Flyers and also against Grass-type Pokemon for neutral damage if they didn't have that flying typing. In comes Poliwrath. Okay, so the opponent probably should have come in Poliwrath since it walls off the energy. But now this looks kind of solid. You pivot into Claude. The Poliwrath is in Earthquake range. Gonna let this go. And it is an Icy Wind, so not as hard-hitting as a Scald. I wouldn't have minded to see a shield here, because honestly, well... Oh no, not more lag. What is this submission? Earthquake coming through. Will Earthquake knock out after 2 debuffs? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Earthquake? Not quite. So this is still not over. But you still have a shield to hide behind. I think you, at this point, just let your Clodsire go down. I think you kind of have to. And then you use your remaining shield on your Quagsire, because the Stone Edge will do more. Even if you weren't debuffed, the Stone Edge would do more from Quag just because it's higher attack. It's a Shadow. And you safely just shield here. The opposing Poliwrath is so low, it will faint to maybe 1 Mud Shot. Gets it off, recognizes the switch timer. Switch clock isn't up yet. They can't catch yet. Stone Edge, bang, knocks out Pluff. Pluff Daddy, as we like to call it sometimes. And gets the win, G to the G. Should be about 2 more battles in this video. I've got, I'm leaving in like 6 hours for New Orleans, even less, probably more like 5 hours. And I'm getting some, I got someone staying over. I'm getting some videos cranked out ahead of the weekend. And I'm looking forward to seeing people in New Orleans. First time in New Orleans this weekend. Should be a fun time. All right, we see the Shadow Scarm, and this is kind of nice for Shadow Quag because double Aqua Tail will probably knock out a Shadow Scarm. If it's a regular Scarm, you usually need Stone Edge plus Aqua Tail, but look at that. After a little bit of chip damage, double Aqua Tail seems to be all you need. And it's crazy how... Oh, calls the Sky Attack. That's bold, but I like it. Has the double Aqua Tail, wins the Charge Attack priority. This is going perfectly. Aqua Tail... Oh, they shield? Okay. Gonna shield to get off the next Aqua Tail. Makes sense. Throws it right away. The opponent still has one shield, but they're gonna let it go. Look to farm down the Quag. Ooh. This is kind of tough. But you do have a move, right? Gonna bait. Man, this is a risky bait. This is a risky bait. Shields the Scald correctly. That's nice. And Skull with a lesser % chance now of debuff. You're not going to see it quite as often. Does successfully bait. Okay, that's huge. That's huge because you can live one move here and get off the Earthquake to knock out Whiscash. We haven't seen the back Pokemon, right? So, going to come down to what's in the back. Little bit of an overfarm. Did get debuffed, it looked like, from the Scald. So, Earthquake hopefully is still enough. Not quite. Oh, no, that's tough. So, now you need to hope it's something you can one-shot with the Salamence. What is going to be in the back? Oh my gosh, wait. There's no way, right? Does this do enough? Outrage. Oh my gosh. Puts it into one mud shot range. Holy cow, what a win. What a win. Oh my goodness. That outrage nearly one-shot the entire Charge-a-Bug. Insane. Barely got it off, too. It was only because of the one-turn swap that they actually got off the one Dragon Tail plus the Outrage. That's crazy win. Okay, Salamence versus Swampert. Great lead. This is where you want to see the Swampert. Quagsire wants to avoid the Swampert if possible. Going to shield the Hydro Cannon. Could probably take it from a non-shadow and resisted, but wants to preserve some health here. Okay, are we going to double shield and farm all the way down? That's kind of crazy, but let's go for it. Why not? Double shield, farm all the way down. Salamence will try to get the shields back. You pivot out. So I don't like throwing the fly here, right? Because it's not going to do that much. But they might shield. They might not know. Yeah, they don't know what Salamence has. So they're going to shield. Kind of get away with it. But yeah, okay. We finally pivoted. I think we might have overfarmed too much where we gave Reggie a chance to just one-shot our fully healthy Salamence there. But it's working out. We lure out the Mandibuzz. We still have a healthy Salamence. And Quagsire is going to do well in the back. One thing I might prefer to see this trainer do sometimes is pivot the Quag instead of the Claude. Because, like, Claude is your harder answer to the Registeel, right? It absolutely dominates Reggie. So if you swap the Quag and then lure out the Mandibuzz, then you still have your super hard answer in the back for Reggie. I think it's still in a good spot. Also, we're throwing on alignment. We're letting in free Snarls. But, it's a learning process. And Mandibuzz gonna throw some moves here. Going to bank a move and then go into Quag. So I don't love this because what this does is now you put yourself into Focus Blast range. So Reggie can actually knock out the Quag a lot easier now. So I think you're so far ahead, you're still in a fine spot. But this is like kind of like, I don't know, like giving your opponent potential win conditions unnecessarily. Focus Blast knocks out. And you got the Earthquake loaded. If this is not a very good Reggie, it might knock out. Yeah. Get the Sting down, so it's all going to work out in the end. Even comes out with a Charge Attack, perfect Poison Sting down. And going to combo for fun with the Fly on Salamence. Very nicely done. Some epic games in there. And shout out to this trainer for sending me their battles. They're probably going to think I'm lame because I didn't say their name and I edited it out, but I like to keep the channel family friendly and we can have like a sense of humor, but their name was is just a little bit uncomfortable for me to say. So Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And all that said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.